Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, the Learn, the Share, and Grow channel. Of course, there's this popular update that has been going on the internet and all around us for months now. And for some, it's been for days. We are talking about the chat GBT. And what is special about this is its artificial intelligence ability. It's out of this world. It's beyond what we've seen or we could have even imagined, and that is why it's making the rounds. It has almost changed our lives entirely, and a lot will keep unfolding because lots of tech companies are laying off. It could be directly related to the unfolding of the ChatGPT platform. It could also not be related, but in the coming months and years, because of its capability, the capability of AI, a lot of jobs that were done by humans will be taken over by this platform and more platforms to come. And such jobs are sort of like customer care, knowledge based answers, a lot of freelance jobs, and the likes. Monotonous jobs that are routine like, that are consistent. Those kind of jobs will leave the human hands, and all thanks or no thanks to AI. So the question now is, what is this chat gpt all about? It's a platform that gives you concise response in a more human-like form, like you are chatting with somebody on WhatsApp, on Facebook chat, and the likes. It's way different from Google or other search engines, because search engines go around the internet and source for data and just give you the best result. You have to go through each of these web pages to make or gather information from them and make a conclusive decision. But in the chat GBT, it gives you a direct answer to what you are looking for. So, for instance, if this was Google and I was searching for what is a man, I'll get multiple answers to get from. But when it comes to ChatGPT, I just say, what is a man? And I get a direct answer. It's just that simple. Now, so let's from the pages of the front page of the soft application itself, web application, ChatGPT to be precise, what information can we deduce from it? It's saying, giving you examples of how to chat with it. So I think to maximize its usage, you need to understand that it's not like a search engine. You're not searching for information. You are rather chatting with it. So you can actually talk to it like you're talking to a human, and it will be in a way find as much as possible to give you responses in text format. So for now, its responses can only come in text. So it cannot give you videos, it cannot give you pictures or anything multimedia. It just gives you text. So and also you will see from this page it says that its knowledge stops at when it was released around November 2020, 2021. Yeah, around that is when the knowledge gap stops. So whatever year you are that you are watching this video, as of Chat GBT 3, it stopped at the knowledge stopped at 2021. So you might not be able to get updated information as at 2022 or 2023. And it says that's one limitation. Second limitation is that it may occasionally generate incorrect information. Around this generating incorrect information might be because new updates might have come up. So if as at 2021, Barack Obama was still president, and you are searching for who is the current US president in 2023, it might still tell you Barack Obama. So that's how it might give incorrect information. So it's not as updated as Google Trend, or sorry, I mean social media that are still scouting for information from all around the globe, for recent information, for recent updates. Also, it may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content. One concern I have here is everybody has access, or for now, everybody has access to ChatGPT. So the response you get. So if, for instance, I was looking for answers to some questions for an assignment or for a project, and the same answers I get are the same answers, most likely the same response it will give to you. So to avoid plagiarism, you will have to add flesh to the bones that it gives you. So the little answers it gives you, you have to develop them just to ensure you are not encouraging plagiarism, having the same content copied all around. So that is why you have to be careful with the use of this platform. And the responses are monotonous, is the same. So you don't keep producing the same result or content with others. You have to also use your brain. But in all, AI has come a long way, and I'll be showing you shortly how awesome this platform really is, how you can talk to it and think with it and make good result out of it. Of course, I've seen a couple of videos how to make money from ChatGPT. Its capabilities for now, because I have obviously not seen the end of it, are endless for me. There's a lot to get out of it. Every day I come to this platform, I am intrigued with the responses I get, with its kind of flexibility. It doesn't even show to me that it has some form of limitation at all. But then we also have to be careful with what we do with the information we get out of it. So its capabilities are that you can remember what users said earlier in the conversation. If you were talking or chatting with ChatGPT and for any reason its previous responses are incorrect, no, are incomplete. I've had that occasion when maybe I'm asking it to generate something for me and they are lengthy and it stops halfway. I can just go back and say, oh, please complete your last statement, and it will complete it. Or I can make reference to saying, please go back to, for instance, I say, who is a project manager? So it goes ahead to generate this result, and then all I have to do is wait for it. Once it is done, I can come back and say, now remember, my previous question was, who is a project manager? I can go back and say, I am asking about a project manager in USA. Or I'm trying to make it recall my last question. I want to try and show you that it can recall my last question. Uh, okay, I'll just say in USA. Okay, how about in USA? You see, now I didn't have to ask. The first question was who is a project manager, and it gave me who a project manager was. And now I only said how about in USA. He already understood that I was referring to who is a project manager in USA. So it's that smart, is that intelligent to give you awesome results. Okay, so it remembers our your class conversation, allows user to provide follow-up correction, so you can correct it in ways and it will of course it will apologize. In fact, I make it feel like I'm interacting with humans. I appreciate it for its effort. I try to make it stretch its limits and give it corrections where needed. Then there are requests you might ask it. Of course, people might want to go overboard and ask inappropriate questions, or like I mentioned, it can only provide answers in text format. So if you're asking it for questions, answers in pictures, in videos, or other inappropriate requests, it will actually decline and tell you that it can only provide you answers in text format. So maybe I will try a short and say, can you make an audio of this text? Let me try that and see. Can you make an audio of this text? I'm sorry, but I am a text-based model and do not have the capability to create audio files. However, you can use text to speech features to convert text to an audio file. So, inappropriate requests will, of course, be turned down in a very polite manner. And the examples, I already shared examples. You can ask it questions like this: explain quantum computing in simple terms, give any creative ideas for a 10-year-old's birthday. Now, let's go with this and see how to make an HTTP request in JavaScript. Now, this platform can actually write codes for you, can actually correct your codes. It's that awesome. So if you have codes and you are trying to debug it and you're not finding it easy, just paste it here and it will work on it for you. And if you want to write code or script, I've not really used that those aspect of it. I don't know the extent to which it can give you a complete script or code, but then it has the capability to make correction on your script that has bugs and also write you some codes. So let's try. Got any creative ideas for a 10-year old birthday? And it gives you the answers in step from other. And it says one, host a virtual escape room party where the guests have to solve puzzles and riddles to escape, organize a scavenger hunt around the neighborhood or park with fun prizes in the hood. Now, um, you can also ask it lots of questions. How do I make money through ChatGPT? There are several ways to make money through ChatGPT depending on your skills. Developing and selling chatbot application. You can train your own chatbot model and create custom applications for businesses. A lot. It gives you ideas. If you are a YouTuber and you want to understand how to make money, as a matter of fact, if you're into consulting, let me dive that way, and you want to write proposals, you can say, write me a proposal on laundry. it's it's just that excellent. And like I said, it is every time I come to this platform, it blows my mind. It's so if at this stage and time you are still short of ideas, that's no longer an issue. You cannot say you don't have an idea. There are ideas to pick out from here. There are templates to pick out from here. For job seekers, here we go. I will show you how. I'll just say stop generating because I'm no longer interested in that result. I will say cover letter. So before now, I know a lot of persons that apply for multiple jobs have to manually create cover letters for each job types. For instance, you're a technical support engineer, and then you see that's your job title, but then you see another job that specifically says exchange administrator. So how do you model your cover letter from your technical support engineer to only Teams administrator? And then after applying for Exchange administrator, you are seeing Teams administrator, you are seeing SharePoint administrator. You have these separate skills, but before now, your cover letter was covering all as a technical support engineer. Now, the jobs you want to apply for are splitted. You are finding it difficult to always have to go modify this. So ChatGPT will just give you these responses and say, cover letter for a SharePoint administrator. It's just that. So you can generate all your cover letters around your feed, around your scale, around your scope, and have them all saved somewhere so that when you're applying, you already have almost all the cover letters that you have. And a lot you so if you have existing books or you want to write new books, this helps you do a lot of that. So it gives you a head start for me just to avoid plagiarism. It gives you a head start on how you can go about this to avoid generating the same results as everybody. So if you want to write a book, you are a writer, and say, give me a write up on um, cryptocurrency. So if you're a blog writer, a technical writer, or you are writing a book on cryptocurrency, it will be able to generate these results for you, gives you a head start. And this is where I try to push it to the limits. I've just stopped that response because I believe you get the idea already. And I would say try harder. This also gives you a clue about what I mentioned earlier, that he remembers your last response. So let me go this way. Let me do something that would make you understand it better. Um, who is a YouTuber? YouTuber is a person who creates and uploads videos to the video sharing platform YouTube. YouTube can create a wide variety of content, blah 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 blah. So I'm waiting for it, and okay, wow. Now it has given me an extensive list. And if I'm not satisfied with this, I can say try harder. I'll just scroll down here. It's generating. Just click on this arrow. I need to apologize if my previous response did not meet your expectation. There are countless. Now he's trying again to do way better than what he did before. And another unique thing I want to show. So another thing is, let me show you something. I would say how to make money online. Define define modeling. Going to define modeling. Okay, so maybe you're making you're trying to make a presentation, or you're trying to apply for something, and you get this question, define modeling, and you only have 500 character space to type in your response, and here it's giving you maybe over 2,000 words already, and you are like, instead of even cracking your brain to summarize this to 500, just tell it, make it not more than 500 words. Now, seriously, scroll down using this arrow. Now, seriously, this platform makes you smarter than you look. It does not want you to have to crack your brain, and that's the power of AI. And before it maybe takes over humans, make the best use of it from the very onset. And the more you provide feedback to this, the more it will present this kind of responses in the future to other people, other users. And if you dislike it, I already liked it. If you dislike it, it will desist from providing such responses in the future to others. So the possibilities are endless. I want to believe that I've given you a clue or a wide scope of what it can do. For instance, if you're a skit maker, give me an idea of a skit I should make. Or we could even say comedy skit, a do it yourself home improvement project, a creative writing project, a cooking or baking project, a gardening project, a lot. And then once, if for instance you are you pick one option from here, you can ask it to elaborate on number five. Elaborate on number five. So you see, I said elaborate on number five, and number five was a photography project. And on its own, you understood I was talking about photography, and he said, "Sure, photography is a great project idea because it allows you and it keeps on giving you." So, what's your excuse of not taking that leap to do something great today? In fact, with ChatGPT, no one has any excuse. The ideas, the steps, the methodology, the execution pattern, method of procedure, everything is outlined here. So you basically have all you need to more or less succeed. And the earlier you take an advantage of this, the better, because we don't know um, how restricted this might be in the future. We don't know the privileges that might be taken from the free version. Also, it might become premium to some extent. So, if you have ideas before now that you have been trying to develop, now is a good time to develop. Even if you are a graphic artist, let's go that way. I'm trying to cover almost all fields. Of course, if you are around the law space and you are looking for, instead of going through tons and tons of materials to get what the law says about this and that, just put those comments here and it will search it out for you. You can easily win cases because you've known more than your counterpart that did not make this research. And if you're a graphic designer, you want to make a logo, I would just say, give me ideas around logo design for business name, great minds. Or I will say, okay, let me leave that. I wanted to use our channel name, learn, share, and grow. I wanted to get a unique logo idea from that, and then I'll send it to my designer to come up with something. So, if you are a graphic designer and you are trying to design a logo for great minds, these are ideas that you can play around and you come up with something great. An image of a shehut of a person's head with light bulb over it, symbolizing the idea of a great mind. I'm sure you have that image in your head. A stylized letter G and M representing the initials of the business name with a clever typography that implies the meaning of great minds, a group of people's head overlapping, symbolizing the idea of a collective of great minds, an image of an open book with the company name written on it, representing the idea of wisdom, knowledge, and learning. Let me see what to come up with. Learn, share, and grow. So, everyone, every of my subscriber, you have no excuse for not making the best out of yourself and out of life at this time. It's a great time to be alive. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please, this is a good time to subscribe because I'll be making lots of more videos about what I have found out and what I have made out of this. Um, if it's strictly business ideas you're looking for, if it's how to make money on the internet, how to make money on the internet, it will give you lots of ideas you can develop on. And I'm saying once you are satisfied, you pick one choice, you can just stop and say, give me speak, elaborate on point one. And then you can spend the whole day getting more ideas that you need, ways to do it, all from this platform. So do well to also encourage others to maximize the potentials they have there, because here we learn and we share. It's very important. We share so that we can all grow together. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has started using ChatGPT for great things. If you have, please share in the comment section. Tell us the capabilities that you have unlocked so that we too can learn from you. Tell us the challenges you have faced so that we too can learn and not go that route. Tell us better ways to search and use this platform. And if you've already started making money off this platform, it would be great for you to share and also guide us. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. And remember, if you haven't subscribed, this is a great time to subscribe. Please like, share this video, and remember to turn on your notification bell, because we are going to be sharing more of this educative and enlightening, empowering, and inspiring content. Have a lovely day. Thank you and bye.